Hey guys, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be playing around with the Milani All-In Exclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. So here's what it looked like. So I did use this palette on my face today and my eyes, so if you guys want to see exactly how I did that, go ahead and keep on watching. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be testing out the Milani All-In Exclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. So you have your three eye shades, you have a bronzer, a highlight, and then you have two blush shades, one matte, one shimmer. So I actually picked mine up at Walmart for $15. I know that Ulta's had it on their website for a few months now, and I was going to pick it up, but you guys, I like hate waiting for shipping. So when I seen this in the store yesterday, I just decided to go ahead and pick it up. So we're first going to go in with the face, just because I feel like my face needs some like warmth and blush on it. So first I am going to take the bronzer shade. And I'm really excited to see how this compares to like other Milani bronzers, because I absolutely love Milani bronzers. Like that's definitely by far one of my favorite bronzers. So I just kind of wanted to see if this is comparable. So I'm just going to start bronzing up the cheeks. And also I got mine in the shade a light medium. This is definitely a super warm bronzer. In the pan it kind of looks a little bit cooler, but it's not in the face. Very pigmented though. Wow, that is extremely, extremely pigmented. See that? As soon as I like touch it to my forehead, it's just there. So I'm actually just going to switch to a fluffier brush. This one is by Profusion, because I feel like that one was way too dense. So here is what the bronzer is looking like. I'm not really sure if I like it. Once it's placed down, it's really, really hard to like blend it out. And I know for like even like the Milani bronzers that I have now, when I put them down, they're very, very buildable, so they don't disperse too much product. But I feel like with this, it's like a lot. I should have started out using the more fluffy brush, because I feel like with the stiff brush, it just put too much in one spot, and now it's really hard to blend out. So I'm just going to take my other Milani bronzer. This is in the shade Sun Kissed, and I'm just going to use this to contour my nose. Really good at contouring my nose just yet, because I have such a crooked nose that it's really hard to make a straight line down. So I only contour the sides up here, and then I contour the bottom as well. But now like for this bronzer from Milani, it's very, very buildable. Like it doesn't put too much product down immediately, which I really like. So now I am going to take the blush shade. Just try the matte one first, and then maybe we'll go over top with the shimmer. So that shade is, once again, very pigmented, and I really do love the shade. And I feel like it actually does go pretty well with the bronzer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the shimmer blush, like a little bit, and just apply it right over top of the other blush. I'm just going to go back with my foundation sponge and kind of blend this out, because it's looking very funny. Like it's so dark right there. Okay, I feel like that looks a little bit better. So now let's go ahead and do the highlighting shade. This is like very subtle, but once again, very buildable. So now let's go ahead and jump in for the eyes. Like I said, again, there is only three eyeshadow shades, but you could use any shade from the palette for your eyes. That's why it's like an all-in-one face palette. And you guys, don't mind my brushes. They are super freaking dirty. Like I really have to clean all of them. So let's first go in with the lighter matte shadow shade. So this is kind of like a light pinkish peach, I would say. And let's just start blending this right up here above the crease. So I'm just going to switch to this JH32 brush, which is a blending brush. The same thing. I just want to kind of build that color up a little bit. So I wasn't really getting any kickback with the face shades, but for the eye shades, there is quite a bit of kickback in the pan. So we'll go back in with that shade, but I do want to deepen up the outer V first. So I'm going to take the deepest shadow. So I want this to be right on the outer V, and then I will work my way into the crease with it. But first, let's get that outer V really dark. So this is definitely more of like a peachy color. I feel like I would have loved like a deeper matte shade, because I feel like this one isn't very deep. So I'm going to go back in with the first matte shadow that we used. Just pack some more of that right into the crease. Milani's eyeshadows are so buttery and so soft. Like, I feel like they're like a true definition of butter eyeshadows. So now I'm going to take the shimmer shade right in the middle, which is like a pink shimmer. But Milani has one of the best shimmer shade formulas as well. So I'm going to pack this probably on about 1/2 of the lid. This shade, you guys, is very similar to the shimmery blush shade. Let me see if I can get it close. Like, they are so very similar. They could almost like be the same. So it would have been nicer for the shadow shade to be a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit darker. Just kind of a little bit different. So I'm going to go in with the highlighting shade, and I'm just going to place that right over top of the shadow. Because I did just want like this inner part a little bit brighter, and that worked really well. Alright guys, so I'm going to get off camera. I'm going to do my false lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I got my lashes done. So I did go ahead and add some brown eyeliner right here on the top lid, just because I feel like it was looking like a little plain, a little muted. So I wanted to bring some dark color back. I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to grab the deepest shadow shade. This is going to go right along my lower lash line. Not really worried about keeping it too precise or too close, because I do want this lower lash line to be pretty smoky. I feel like we can't get that much smoky because the colors aren't dark enough, but I do want it to be as dark as it can get. So now I'm going to take a mix of the lighter matte shadow and then the blush, and I'm just going to go ahead and smoke this out. I'm going to take some of this L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Eye Pencil in the shade, I think it's Nude. I'm going to apply this right to my waterline, kind of brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to go back into the highlight shade for my inner corner and my brow bone. So for mascara, I'm going to take the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift. Absolutely love this stuff. This is probably hands down my favorite mascara. So since we're already here and it's been a while, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips on camera today. For lip liner, I'm going to take the L.a Girl lip liner in the shade Natural. So it does look brown, but definitely on the lips, it is about 2 shades darker than my lip color. So I wouldn't say it's brown. It's more like a mauve pinky brown. Next, I'm going to go with this liquid lipstick from Rimmel. This is in the shade Mwah. So I usually just do it like that, and then I just put my lips together. I'm going to go back into the lip liner just to make sure it's nice and shaded. And then next, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Satin Lip Cream in the shade Cream, or Creme, whatever it's called. It's absolutely a beautiful, like, peachy light nude. So I'm just going to apply this right in the center. I feel like I absolutely love this lip combo. I think it's so pretty. For lip gloss, I'm going to take the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. Oh my god, that's such a pretty shade. Usually just take my finger and pat it out. I do that just to make sure everything is nicely blended. Alright guys, so here is the finished look. Once again, we use the Milani All-In Exclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up, and then we're going to talk about the palette. So guys, all in all, I would give this palette 8 out of 10 stars. I thought the shadows and everything performed really well. The bronzer, it was a little bit much, but just, you know, a heads up before you go in with the bronzer in this palette, just use like a really fluffy brush. Don't use anything dense because you're going to put way too much product and it's going to be really hard to blend out. Everything blended and worked really nicely. I just wanted the shadows to be a little bit darker. Like for the darker matte shade, I wished it was just a little bit darker because I feel like this is just too soft. Like, I mean, if you're like an everyday look kind of person and you do the same look every day and you like lighter colors, I feel like this would be perfect for you. And this is a palette that's nice. You can travel, put it in your bag. You know, you can take it with you in the car, like you can take it places. And that's what's nice about it, is because you do have mostly all of your face products in one palette. But yeah, if you guys end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. I've been noticing a lot that my YouTube views are going down drastically. And I did notice that TikTok, dude, like TikTok is like absolutely crazy right now. I feel like stuff is blowing up left and right. And I feel like it's really hard for us YouTubers to be seen when TikTok is blowing up so much. And I always think in my head, like sometimes I'm just like, is YouTube worth it? Is it worth to sit and film and use all my time for this? You know, I just feel like I'm not getting the views. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot for me sometimes, you guys. And I know there are people on my YouTube that are subscribed that really, really enjoy my content. But I just feel like a lot of people are definitely straying away from YouTube. And it really does suck. Yeah, anyways, I do videos on TikTok. I do makeup. I do dance. Like, I do a bunch of stuff like kind of in between. I don't really have anything particular that I do on there. But I do short makeup videos if you guys want to follow me on there. It's just at Crissanna Parker. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.